Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lilywhite Lane. Hope you're doing good, hope you're keeping safe and well, and welcome along to a bit of a different kind of video on this Monday morning. Now, this is something that I've woken up this morning and straight away wanted to get straight in front of a camera and express my views on it, and it's football media constantly scapegoating Spurs, and it just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense to me. Yesterday was a perfect example. So unless you've been living under a rock, you would have seen Tottenham Hotspur drew 2 with Liverpool yesterday. And immediately after the game, the big talking points on Sky Sports was, should Harry Kane have been sent off? Should Harry Kane have gotten a red card? Were Liverpool robbed of 3 points? And straight away I'm thinking, hang on a second, right? Yes, that's a red card. For me, he goes in, it's reckless, it's a red card. But then they're saying, okay, if the Robertson one's a red card, then that's a red card. Hang on a second. I still believe the Harry Kane, foul was a red card. But you can't tell me it's similar to the Robertson challenge. Harry Kane goes for the ball, he slides in, you can clearly see he's gone for the ball and nothing else. He doesn't get it. It's not, 2-footed, it's reckless, but it's 1-footed. Okay, probably a red card 50-50, make your own mind up on it. Whereas Robertson's, he goes straight for the player, pure aggression, pure anger, doesn't go for the ball at all. It's absolutely disgusting. But all the talking is about Harry Kane and not how reckless that Robertson challenge was. And people start to say, how much would have it affected that game if Harry Kane was sent off? Or, Robertson being sent off cost Liverpool the game. No, it didn't. It was 2-2 at the point when Robertson got sent off. So it didn't affect anything when it comes to the scoreline and the end result. If anything, we had more momentum than them. So even if they were playing with 11 men, I still believe it would have ended 2 or 3-2 to us. Another situation here. Everyone talking about Harry Kane, but no one this morning wants to talk about the fact Mohamed Salah so blatantly handballed it in the lead up to Liverpool's second goal. That goal should not have stood, but they don't even look at it. They don't even look at it for that, right? It just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense to me. It's a blatant handball. You can clearly see he heads it down, not even up here on his shoulder. It's not, is that handball? It's a blatant handball. There is no questions that anybody is asking. Yet no one wants to talk about how we were robbed of 3 points, how that should have 100% undoubtedly be given as a handball. That goal shouldn't have stood. Some would have went on and scored, and bang, we would have won it 2-1. Maybe it wouldn't have played out that way, but still, it's a blatant handball. Everyone watching can clearly see it's a handball. But I haven't heard one piece of discussion about that handball. One piece of discussion. I haven't heard anyone talking about that handball after the game. But everyone wants to scapegoat Harry Kane, making him watch back his channel. There's this big agenda that he's the England captain, so he has to face it big time, and he's, constantly criticised, and he gets away with it because he's the England captain. It was nowhere near as bad as Robertson's challenge. Why don't you make Robertson, although he got the red card, watch back his challenge and ask him, what do you make of that? Why did you do that? But you do it to Harry Kane because you're so desperate to scapegoat Tottenham. And the people on Sky Sports as well who are doing it, Jamie Carragher, a Liverpool fan, of course he's going to have a go at Spurs, just as I would if I were Liverpool. Or if he was Spurs, he'd be having a go like I am at Liverpool. Die-hard Liverpool fan. Jamie Redknapp, who still can't get over the fact we sacked his dad 10 years ago, so can't stand Spurs and wants to get everything at us. It just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense to me how the media are so quick to scapegoat Spurs and have a go at us. And it's like, it just, I'm not going to go as far as to say they want us to do awful, but it does feel like they have some sort of an agenda, because this isn't the first time. In the summer, a deal's nowhere near done. The media wanted Harry Kane to go to City more than Kane wanted to go to City. And that's saying something, because he was dying to move from Spurs, but the media were crying out for him to move to Manchester City, because it's a big move in their eyes. And the only reason they're backing up Liverpool yesterday is because Liverpool is one of their big money clubs. They want to keep people interested in the league this season, keep it as a good title race. So of course they're going to say they're robbed. But if anything, we were robbed as well. And if anything, we were by far the better team yesterday. But no one wants to talk about that. No one wants to talk about that. It's an absolute disgrace. The fact the media has such, it feels, an agenda against Tottenham. It really does feel like that. It just doesn't make sense to me. But look, wanted to get on here on this Monday morning, express my opinions. Let me know your guys' opinions in your comments section down below, because we could have a little interesting debate about this, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Please let me know. I'd be happy to discuss it with you guys. Also, make sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, all that jazz. Thank you for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs, Enoch out. In Conte, we trust.